Jared Goff, one of the best NFL quarterbacks. Today we will be diving into the truth of Jared Goff and why he is very unpredictable on how he would do next season. After the Detroit Lions got the championship win After the Detroit Lions made it to the championship, then lost to the 49ers 31 to 35. To 34. After that, Detroit Lions fans, aka me, thought that the Lions would win the Super Bowl next year if they got more talent, and we got 15 wins. That is like the best record in this season. We got the best record. The Lions got the best record. But then, as soon as playoffs hit, many people wondered how the Detroit Lions would do, since they barely have defense. The whole defense was basically backups. There's one or two players that didn't get injured. But yeah. Anyways. And as you can very much predict, they didn't do that well in the playoffs. But yeah. And it was mostly because the defense, but also Jared Goff, the quarterback, was not doing how he normally does. He threw 7 interceptions, and at the end, after he took a big hit, he got hit really, really hard, and he got CTE, which is basically kind of like a concussion, but where you hallucinate. So what happened was he got hit really hard, then he got CTE. So like you see stuff that are not there, like on the Commander player, he would have he could have saw like a Lions jersey on him and thought that he was passing it to a Lions player. And as you can tell after that, he was like what the heck? And like how was that an interception? So you could obviously tell he had CTE. Many people thought that the Lions should have won the Commanders game, and I believe that too. But the thing is just, what do you expect from a team that has no injuries? So during the game, I genuinely wasn't really thinking they would win. Either it would be a close game and they win by a field goal, but then as soon as they get paired up with a bad team, they're cooked. And the reason why is because of those injuries on the defense. But many people didn't see the hit that Jared Goff took because it was more towards the end of the game, and after that the Lions started getting cooked right after Goff got CTE. And I'm watching his highlights right now, and oh my gosh, these are crazy. Like, how could you tell me that a quarterback like this isn't good? Like, the reason he excelled in the playoffs was because of that. So many people called Jared Goff trash when he literally had the most yards thrown in that season. And it's just crazy how people think that the Lions are terrible when they were 15-2, got the 1 seed, and like that's just crazy. They call them a fake franchise when they're really not. They just had 15 injuries on defense, which I think is just crazy. It's like more than half of their defense. That's a whole entire defense just gone. So it's all backups. There's like 1 or 2 players that still are on defense, and even the backups were getting injured. And during the Lions vs. Commanders game, it was just crazy. Backup after backup after backup was getting injured. And Ali McNeil got injured in the last season. Not the last season, the last game of the season. So after that, it just went terrible. And then and then the backup for him got injured, then the backup for that person got injured, and basically the whole entire defense got re-injured. So, yeah. So this season, that's why the Lions drafted way more players than they did last year. Mostly on defense. But the thing is, how do you know what Jared Goff is going to do? I think he's going to be perfectly fine, just like how he was last year. But as long as he doesn't as long as he doesn't get sacked. And the reason he gets sacked so much and gets CTE is because whenever a big guy is like rushing him and stuff, he gets super, super nervous. So he just ends himself right there. Like, I'm not even joking, bro just ends himself right there. Bro just lets himself get sacked. Like, he instantly throws it, and he's not even looking. So he, like, let's say he threw it to a commander. The reason why he threw it to a commander player was because he didn't know where he was throwing. He was throwing far, just not throwing to his teammates, because they kept giving him pressure, then everybody would rush at him, and he'd get super nervous. So I think that's why the Lions drafted way more offensive line, even though they got Penei Sewell. Penei Sewell is only a left tackle, so he only could guard the left side. So they got to get a really good right tackle, which they do have one. So I don't even know why this guy really thinks that he would, like, he thinks the reason he has no injuries is because of what he just does. Because of what he does. Like, he literally just ends himself right there. Like, he just lets himself get sacked. But he doesn't have an injury. I wonder why, Goff. I wonder why this whole season you haven't gotten a single injury. Like, maybe it's because of your offensive line. But I am a Detroit fan. I'm a diehard Lions fan. But the thing is, though, it's just many people are not really, like, saying much. Like, they're saying that Goff will be terrible next season, and you can't say that he's terrible just from one game. And they're saying that he's getting old and he might retire soon. But I really don't think that he's gonna get worse. If anything, over the years, he's gotten way better. The older he gets, the better he gets. Like, I think it is just crazy how good he is at his age. He's only 30 years old, which Patrick Mahomes, 2 times in a row, Super Bowl winner. He has 3 rings in total. He is only 1 year less than Jared Goff. And Mahomes was able to also go 15-2, and he's just 1 year younger than Jared Goff. And Mahomes got 2 Super Bowl wins in a row. So, by the way, I'm not a Mahomes glazer. I hate Mahomes, by the way. I'm pretty sure everybody does. But I'm just saying, who knows? And many people hate on the Lions because they were bad, and now most of the teams that were bad earlier, most of the teams that were good earlier are bad now. So most of those fans that have bad teams now are just jealous that a bad team is crazy and had the best record of the season and made it to the playoffs and destroyed throughout the season. But honestly, Jared Goff is a great quarterback, and I honestly think he might lead the Lions to a Super Bowl win. And so yeah.